from 3doodler.
Hello everyone.
Let's check out some of his amazing doodles and learn about how they're made.
We've got some of the different things I've made here. We've got some action figures, and all of them are using the technique for making joints that I came up with. So all of these guys are fully posable, as well as this hand. This guy can get in any position you like, give a little peace sign.
That's really cool.
We've got this is showing off some of the PLA that we have. It's a clear PLA plastic. So you can put some lights inside of this. You can do all sorts of cool things. Down on the end, we've got that shark. He's got some glow-in-the-dark teeth. That's another one of the plastics I really like using. We've got the dinosaur down at the end. That is accurate down to the bone, that one. Except for
what kind of dinosaur?
So this is a Deinonychus. Commonly referred
Never heard
to,
of it.
well, that's what everyone thinks is a velociraptor, but it's actually called Deinonychus. This guy, I've made a bobblehead here. The spring that makes his head bobble is actually just drawn right up into the air with the 3doodler. And for this one, because the head is pretty small and it's mostly hollow, the standard tip size makes a great size spring. I'm actually going to be fixing my little Hula girl here. For this one, because this is all dense and filled in, I'm changing the nozzle to a bigger size to make a thicker spring. I'm going to build up a bead of plastic on the inside of the piece here, and then I'm just going to very quickly push the spring into it. Just hold that in place where you want it. And you can see that the thicker nozzle, making a spring with that, look at how good that bounces around.
Yeah.
From here, I mean, you can either just make a base on that, or make some feet for her as the base. Just like when I attached the spring to the body, I'm going to build up a bead of plastic to act like glue. Straight right into that. Oh yeah. Going right on the dashboard.
Awesome.
If you see like a watch band that you think is really cool, you can look at a picture of it online, and if you draw a template for yourself, that's a really helpful way to do it. I just did this one freehand after looking at the Apple Watch. All of the yellow is flexi, and then this silver piece is actually ABS so that it's solid. And you can just push the band through and then push that piece through the holes to get it to the size you want. That same technique for making joints for the action figures you can use to make spinning wheels and different things, to make cars and different vehicles. The only thing you'll need is a piece of 3mm wire.
Wire.
Yep, and you use that because it's the same size as the plastic.
So where did you get that from?
This actually came with the first 3doodler. This was the unblocking tool of the first 3doodler. So we've doodled around the wire here, and you can easily take that out. Flexi, I have found, works the best for this technique because it's totally flexible. That's what these guys' arms are made out of, so they can rotate nice and they'll stay in place. And they can also kind of flex back and forth. I'm just going to snip the end off of this plastic here to be the axle point. Push that right through. It takes a little force because this wire is actually a tiny bit thinner than 3mm. But once you push it through, from there to make something like an arm, I would press into the plastic a little bit. And you can see I've melted it out a bit, and now I'm just filling it up with plastic. From there you can put a hand on the end, you can build up the arm any way you like. Just a few more of those, and you can put it together into a complete action figures. So when you've made a joint like this, you get a nice, kind of stiff movement where it'll stay in place where you put it. But if you want something like this, like a wheel that's free spinning, you've got to do that slightly differently, because this ends up way too tight for that. So to do that, I actually just kind of eye it up. And if you just make a circle that you know is a little bit bigger than the width of the plastic, I've actually made 2 of those little circles. Now you've got, what looks like the fork of a bicycle. You can slide a piece through there and that'll spin really freely, that you can then put a wheel around this piece, the green piece. I definitely recommend using a template for this. But
You said a quarter was a good template?
Yep. Or, depending on the size of what you're making. For this motorcycle, the quarter was the right size for the wheels. So I just melted through the center of that, and we can push this through. And now this actually will spin itself, or you can use the 3doodler to kind of weld this into place. So now this is one piece.
I see.
And there you go, you're halfway to a sweet bicycle.
So what part would be best to start with?
So I usually start with 4 of those little sandwiches like I showed you. And those will be the shoulders at the body and then the legs at the hips. Make hands like this that can hold on to pieces of plastic. You take the end of your arm and build up a bead of plastic, and then you just take your piece of wire and press it into the side of it.
Thanks for showing me all your awesome creations and teaching me how to make this robot.
No problem. And be sure to check out the 3doodler.com where we've got hundreds of templates and stencils ready for you to try out.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Cool.
And you should too. Hello, my name is Official Rainbow Bot.
Hello, Rainbow Bot. I'm an alien with 4 arms.
An alien! Ah! Oh. Scared
Let's
anymore.
be friends.
Ah.